What's up, everybody? Hang on one second. I almost forgot something. The most important thing of all. So I'm starting to feel better. Dude, it was rough shaking that damn cold. Like real the hell it was, but dude, for like 3 days I was out, I was down. I felt like dying. I damn near went to the ER. I just started feeling better this morning. Hopefully I can stay feeling better. I killed a raccoon this one. It was attacking my chickens. It killed like 3 of my chickens. Yeah. So, that looks good.
If you're watching this, I'm dead.
There's nothing important there, just a lung.
We are done, you and I. You're a disappointment, a failure. You spent years trying to fight this war, and for what? Corruption still flourishes in Gotham, lurking in every shadow.
You don't need that mask. I know it's you. Ra's al Ghul.
You allowed this blasphemy, this sacrilege. Did you think you could keep it from me?
Harlot's will not save Gotham from his reckoning. Not now!
This city is still under my protection.
No one's coming to help you.
I'll deal with you myself.
This is a badass fight scene.
You should know by now that you cannot defeat me. I am eternal! The world is under honor and gratitude! I made you my heir! With the lesser speech, you might have survived even this!
Unlike you, I'm not afraid of dying. I'd rather keep my humanity.
I can't believe they left out Azrael. I seriously thought that Azrael was going to become a part of... You know, they made such a big deal out of him in the first 3 games that...
You'll be dead before they get here. Your precious family. I will slaughter them, one by one. And when they have drawn their last breaths, I will burn the city to the ground.
You won't get a chance. Gotham is their city now.
If you're watching this, I'm dead. This is a code black. This message was automatically triggered when I destroyed the cave and everything it contained. I know what's coming won't be easy.
There!
But then... nothing we do is easy. I've prepared for it as best as I can. I know you have to.
So,
I'm sorry it's come to this.
what I've gathered is this is kind of a soft reboot, like a continuation reboot. Barbara Gordon was the Oracle, and somehow, some way, Bruce helped her
Both know it won't take long
overcome
for
her
Alpha's
spinal injury, and she's able to walk again.
You can't count on CPD. They haven't trusted us since Jim died.
I don't really know how it really plays with the whole Arkham Knight thing, because, I mean, if you've played Arkham Knight, we all know who Arkham Knight is. And this Red Hood does not
Giving
seem
you the Belfry as base of operation.
the Arkham Knight. I mean, the city looks very similar, but it also looks very different.
But it has the gear you need and all of my files.
Like, same buildings, a lot of the same repurposed buildings, but the city is structured way differently. But, I mean, that was the same in all the games. Like, Arkham Knight, Arkham City, and Arkham Asylum were all...
Many of you knew Bruce from Gotham.
The map looked very different. I mean, of course, Arkham Asylum looked different, but...
And he was that. He was my nephew. He was a friend, a mentor, and a benefactor to those of us gathered here today. And to those of you who didn't know him as we did, I want to tell you this. Bruce was Gotham. He loved this city more than he loved anything. He was a protector to this city. He worked tirelessly behind the scenes to bring justice and equality. There's nothing he wouldn't do. No project he wouldn't champion if he thought Gotham would benefit. And I think in remembering that, we remember Bruce as he truly was.
You've always had my back when I needed you. I know you'll keep Gotham safe. Good luck. And goodbye.
How's Alfred?
What you'd expect. Took him 3 years to agree to a vacation, and Bruce turned up dead. He asked for some time.
He knows none of us were there either, right?
What about you? You let Jacob Kane give the eulogy.
He offered. He thought it'd be easier on us if he was the one to do it.
There's some dialogue
Bruce's
that's
uncle.
going to play out right here, too. This is the character
speech.
select. I'm going to just go ahead and let the
About talking
dialogue
about
run out so you guys can hear it.
Works behind the scenes. If he only knew.
Catherine
Oh.
wouldn't be there if she suspected. I can't see the anti-vigilante police commissioner presiding at Batman's funeral.
Here's something else she doesn't know. She has the body of Batman's killer in her morgue. Ra's al Ghul is listed as a John Doe, slated for cremation.
And what if the League of Shadows finds him? If they drop their dear leader in a Lazarus pit, he won't be so dead anymore.
You want to break into the GCPD headquarters for a what-if? Be my guest.
I decrypted the case Batman sent with his message. We should focus on that.
I looked it over, but did I get everything? It doesn't look complete.
I think Ra's interrupted him while he was writing.
He says this has implications that could shake Gotham to its core.
Ominous, but not exactly helpful. I saw a few places we should poke around. Construction sites, a quarry.
He also mentioned a Dr. Langstrom. Anyone know him?
He's a zoologist at Gotham University. Not sure what his connection is, though.
Let's divide up the work. We can meet at the Belfry when we're done. Get it up and running.
Who gets to talk to Langstrom?
Okay, so on PC, I'm going with the Red Hood. But damn, I kind of want to go with Nightwing right now. So, he's basically like the tank. She is like the tech. I mean, we all know he's the stamina. And he's, I guess, yeah, stealth. I'm not really a stealth guy. I'm into combat, so I'm going to go... It's got to be either Nightwing or Batgirl. I'm going to go with Nightwing. Now, I do have to warn right off the top, this game is not an Arkham game. That has to be said right from the top, because I went into this with the expectations that it was an Arkham game, and it is not. The combat is nowhere near the same. The story isn't anywhere near the same.
I'm at Gotham U. What's the story so far with this professor?
It's almost got a linear element too. The Arkham games were very free-floating in what you could do, but this is like, okay, you need to go here now to get this done. Now you need to go there to get this done, and so on and so forth. And there was some elements like that in Arkham's, the Arkhamverse, but man, for what I've played so far, this game on PC, it's
So we got a positive ID on this faculty.
Extremely more linear than the other games were. And I don't really like that. I like my Souls games linear. Even though Elden Ring is a fantastic game, I still prefer the Dark Souls formula over Elden Ring.
Crap.
I don't have fingernails, so I can't open it.
Bad news. Langstrom is dead. Any idea where I can find his office?
I remember reading that Langstrom's office is in Molten Hall on the 3rd floor.
Thank you.
And see, that's the other thing too. Okay, so let's check out the controls real quick. Okay, so you got your controller, right? Well, in the original game you had in the original games you had like a wheel. Okay, you scroll through the wheel and then you select whatever item was in the wheel. That's not how this game works. Like, you know how it's been a few years since I've played Arkham Knight and all that, but I think it was you hit L1 and it popped open the wheel, and then you would scroll around the wheel for like the freeze mine and, you know, the sensory trip mine, the one that would trip like electronic devices and all that stuff, and then the shotgun and all that. And then like the grapple hook and the bat claw and the bat wing and the remote control batarang and all that. It's not like that with this. And the combat, the way you evolve your combat tree, where you can go, I think you can learn elements and then you add elements to a tree. I haven't gotten that far into it, so we'll see. But from what I've saw of gameplay, like on the internet and everything, the combat system does not seem very interesting, which I'm very disappointed about, because I feel like the Arkham games really kind of perfected the art of melee combat.
Langstrom must have died somewhere else.
Not to mention, there's no detective mode. Like, what the fuck is up with that? How you gonna have a fucking Batman game with no detective mode? Like, it don't make no sense. Everybody had a fucking detective mode in all the Arkham games. Like, when, even in the first Arkham Asylum, when you had the Joker DLC, and he, like, you know, you get to play as him when he breaks out. He even had that weird clown fucking vision, and like Harley Quinn had it, and Catwoman had it, and Nightwing had it, and fucking Robin had it. Red Hood didn't come around until Arkham Knight. I think that's why they were really leaning into Azrael. The first two games, like in Arkham Asylum, they kind of hinted towards him, and then Arkham City, they really leaned into the whole Azrael storyline, where it was almost like Taskmaster from Spider-Man. I've been watching you, Batman, and then you'd have to fight him, and he would teach you something, and then at the end of the quest, he would pledge his allegiance to you. And I honestly thought that he was a cool ass character, and I wish they would have done more with him. In the combat packs, you could play as him, but they were very limited in what they could do. I think the combat packs were very poorly executed. It was just like a look at me and how many combos I can do. You know what I mean? There was nothing really challenging or important. Although Arkham Origins in their shit, they actually had a very primitive PvP where there were 3 teams. It was Batman and Robin, a villain and a hooligan, and another villain and a hoodlum.
All I have is dead end so far.
I feel like this might turn into something. You'd like it. I'm breaking into a lab.
Always did love a good break-in.
Even that night you accidentally tripped the alarm?
Excuse me, that was you. I'll see if there's anything else to this lead. Stay safe.
You too.
I honestly think they took out the detective mode because
this is a lot of damage.
I don't think that these new systems could have handled it with the 30 FPS, because detective mode, it was like a whole, you know, it was a whole other fucking, basically a whole new map. Like the whole map was reskinned.
This is where Langstrom died. You'd think the GCPD would still be all over this lab.
Okay,
Looks like Langstrom was attacked at his workstation. He lost a lot of blood. He tried to get away, and then the attacker pinned him to the wall. Brutal. Langstrom spent his final moments crawling toward that cabinet. Why didn't he try to leave the lab? Holy crap, it's a hidden door. What were you hiding, Dr. Langstrom?
okay, so in Arkham City and Arkham Knight, they introduced the whole crime scene investigation. I think they may have done it in Arkham Asylum a little bit, and a little bit in Arkham... Actually, no, I think they did do it in Arkham Origins. I think there was one crime scene that you had to investigate. Man, Arkham Origins was such a great game. It's an extremely underrated game. I think I might need to go back through and play that game. It's got really good Christmas vibes for me. It came out like right before Christmas, and I was just getting back into gaming, and it was one of those games that really caught my eye. Yeah, it was a fantastic moment to be a gamer in my life. But anyway, so the way that they're doing this isn't like how they were doing it in the Arkham games. In the Arkham games, you go through and you investigate like the certain area and you put all the clues together. It's kind of the same principle, but this is more of like on an open scale. I mean, like you just saw me going through the building and all that, as where the other games I think may have been limited with the hardware or whatever, so they just stuck to like one room or something. But I feel like the other games were more detailed about how they went about it, and this is just more of like a kind of like a lazy, sloppily thrown together. Oh, hey, go from this rooftop to that rooftop, and then go down into this window, and then go inside, and you'll find a bloody footprint. Anyways, okay, so we gotta scan this shit.
Could definitely double as a keypad.
It could.
I've never seen a microwave like this before. Maybe it's for more than just late night burritos. A phone
Maybe it's just more for than late night burritos.
Gotham area code.
Ha ha ha.
Could be something.
Great
if this
Ghost.
movie meant something to Langstrom, the release date could be significant.
And this
Langstrom
right here.
made specific note of these dates, and now I will too.
And then there's one more. There's the mic. Right here, tablet.
Might be remote access to the door.
I think it's the microwave. No, it's this and this. Oh wait, no, it's this and this. Oh, what? Damn.
That did it. Let's find out what secrets this guy was keeping.
See, and that's one thing I don't like. I really liked detective mode in the other games because it was weird. It was eerie. How's it going, Kenneth? How you doing today? Detective mode was very, very strange. It had this weird, like, eerie kind of, like, echo through an aluminum foil tunnel sound, and you could hear like people talking through the walls and stuff like that. It was just, I don't know, it was a cool concept, and I wish that they would have stuck with it. Why am I ducked down? Get up, dude. You're fucking Nightwing, dude. Stand up like a man.
Something. The guy was playing God, or at least dabbling.
God damn. What the hell is this, a fucking shark dolphin?
Batman's dead professor was researching some real sketchy stuff.
Uh-oh. King Shark and Killer Croc. I can see two people coming in from this. Possibly King Shark. Killer Croc is more of a Batman villain, and I think King Shark is more of a Titans villain. So I could definitely see King Shark popping in on this. That's some weirdo shit too.
Langstrom's desk. That's a hard drive. Might have
It's
some
a big ass hard drive.
Better get this back to the Belfry. Hey, I think I'm done here. Cops cleared out quick. Missed some weird marks on the walls, and a hidden lab, with an even more hidden hard drive.
Can't wait to decrypt that bad boy. See you soon.
It's gonna take me a second to get used to this grappling system because it's weird.
A fire alarm. Did someone see me?
Oh crap! It's Nightwing! What's he doing here?
The freaks. What are they doing here?
With Batman missing, gangs had become more aggressive. It was only a matter of time before the freaks showed up.
Someone ought to teach them a lesson. I'm on it.
With all that racket! Turn off the damn fire alarm up there!
Gotta stop these freaks from burning this place to the ground.
Fire alarm! Die! Die! Die!
What the? Look at this fella. We got Nightwing.
Down you go.
So combat starts out very basic too. I know it doesn't stay like this forever. I've watched videos. I'm not gonna lie. But combat is gonna feel really like boring and monotonous in the beginning because you don't have too many options.
Are the fumes getting to you, buddy?
Hey there.
You burn now, Grass! Smashy, smashy, smash, smash! Smash!
Ah, shit, he saw me. You don't see shit but me knocking your ass out. Pow!
There's probably more inside.
Is that Will Sasso
Huh?
on the painting?
Enjoying the fireworks.
unbelievable.
My name is Gungus.
Broken. Let's see if you'll break too.
Get to safety. Go.
All right, come on, Road Dogg. Let's do this. I did better with Red Hood.
You call that fight?
Paramedics are inbound. Are you okay?
Just a lot going on tonight. I'm head back now with Langstrom's hard drive. Finally.
No way. What is it?
Matching sweaters for me and my dog.
I don't know what to say.
Why? All right.
I've been working at City Hall for 5 years now.
Back to the Belfry now. Hope you guys are ready.
We're here. I can't wait to see what you have.
Nice work grabbing that drive from Langstrom's lab.
Do we have any idea of what killed Langstrom yet?
Hard to say much until these computers are up and running. Or we can examine the body, but for what it's worth, my gut says we're dealing with a who, not a what.
That makes me feel slightly better, I guess.
Once we can get at the data, we can figure out what our next move is.
I'm going out. I'm not gonna sit and wait for whatever this shit is.
We're waiting for intel, Jason. Once we have it, then we'll go.
Move. I'm gonna solve this case my way.
Stop it! He wanted us to work this together.
Whatever. It's making this harder than it has to be, kid.
I guess, since we're waiting anyway, we might as well take another look at what Bruce had on Langstrom. Crap. That must have been the secondary breaker. The primary went out months ago. I thought the backup would hold.
I got it.
No need. I've put in a small fix that should hold for a while.
Wasn't sure you were coming, Alfred.
I'll always be here when you need me, Master Richard. When any of you need me.
I'm glad you're here.
As am I, Master Tim. This place does need work.
Damn it. We've got activity all over the city.
Sweet. Looks like my plan wins.
Hold up. We still need the intel. And Alfred can't exactly set this place up alone.
Indeed, Miss Gordon. I have a list of supplies we'll need. I could do it on my own, but it would be faster if I had help.
You can count on us, Alfred. We'll divvy it up. Let's finish what Bruce started.
You don't think the freaks had anything to do with the murder, do you?
The freaks have no qualms about killing people. Still, this isn't their MO. I doubt it was them.
Great. So that just
I still
narrows it
get
down
hella
to
fatigue
every
sometimes.
criminal in Gotham.
So,
Exactly.
I'm gonna paint this story. I'm sorry, cause every now I might drift off for a minute, but okay. So I think like Tuesday night I was driving home, right, and the spark plug arrestor started malfunctioning in my car, and it caused my car to like, you know what I mean? And I almost crashed into the vehicle in front of me a few times, scared the hell out of me. So I call up Subaru, and I get back to my house, and they're just like, have it towed down here tomorrow morning. I was like, okay, cool. I get up the next morning, and I was starting to feel kind of tired the night before. I was talking about it in a video, and man, I woke up the next morning. I had such a high fever. I was just laying in a puddle of sweat, and then like I get up, and my body is just trembling. You know those fever aches that you get, and I was just like just shivering extremely bad, but I was sweating balls off, and my joints were hella hurting. My stomach hurt hella bad, and I was like mildly hallucinating. My wife said I was like speaking incoherently, and I had to deal with this at the car dealership, and I think that they were trying to screw us over. And finally I just got pissed because they kept bouncing back and forth between me and my wife when they would talk to us on the phone. And I made it to that day. I came home from the dealership like 3 hours later, and I just went right to sleep. I went to sleep until like 10 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock the next morning. And I could have kept on sleeping too, but I set my alarm clock, you know, to get up. So I get up and I'm still shivering. I still got fucking I've still got the shivers and like a high fever, and then that's when it started. Just I had extremely bad diarrhea. I haven't had diarrhea that bad in a long time. It was just like for 2.5 continuous days. And this morning I was so dehydrated. I told my wife, I said, if I can't keep water in me today, you have to take me to the emergency room, because this is getting into dangerous territory. And like I would drink a cup of water, and then like 20 minutes later I was sitting on the toilet. I'd drink a cup of water, and like 20 minutes later I was sitting on the toilet. It didn't even look like fecal matter. It just looked like I was pouring cups of water into the toilet. And I was like, this is not good. This is a sign of something really, really, really bad. Usually when you get diarrhea, it lasts for like, you know, what, 5 to 10 hours? I mean, this was going on 72 hours, and like I couldn't keep food in me. I'd eat something, 30 minutes later I'm sitting on the toilet. And my stomach, it felt just like, you know that sick feeling that you get when you're so sick that it feels like the inside of your stomach is like, I guess, like scabby. I would say, you know, like when you have a scab on your arm and it's really scabbed over and it's like starting to peel, and it gets that weird, like irritating, itchy feeling, and that's like the inside of your stomach gets like that, and it's all gurgly, and like it feels like you're recovering from a punch to the gut. That's kind of what it felt like, and I was like, oh my god. I don't know if I can keep doing this. And I was like falling asleep while I was walking and shit. Like it was bad. And so with my past life, that's the thing that sucks, is with my past life, there are things that I did and chemicals that I ingested into my body that when I ran out of said chemicals, it makes you feel like you are ready to die. I'm praying to die right now. And whenever I get sick, it automatically brings me right to that state of mind. And I have to fight that on top of whatever sickness I'm in at that moment in time, too. And it's fucking sucks. Like, you know, I know you women, you give birth and all that. And I understand that. And I give you props. I do. I really, truly do. Because I'm not pissing out a watermelon out of my ding dong. But at the same time, it is scientifically proven that men do get like 5 times sicker than women do when catching the same virus. And there's a reason for that. It's because women are the nurturing side of the species. They, you know, they're the ones that give birth and they're cradles of life and all that. They have to have the stronger immune systems. So, my wife's like, oh, I'll just shrug it off and drink some Theraflu. I'm like, alright, drink some Theraflu. 10 minutes later, I'm sitting on the fucking toilet. Like, yeah, that Theraflu fucking really helped. Yesterday, I took 10 extra strength Imodium. Nothing. It did nothing. I honestly felt like it made the situation worse. Like, it just literally did nothing. Okay, it's gonna take me a second to figure out how this compass and all that works. Let me see, is there like a, yeah, I'm scared to drink water right now. Like, I'm sipping on this Monster because it's got like vitamin C and shit in it, and there's no sugar and all that, which I should probably be drinking some sugar right now. But, like this getting sick as you get older shit, it sucks. I remember being young and thinking, you know, why are old people so afraid of the flu? Yeah, I get it now. You know, you catch the flu when you're 16, 17, it's like a 12-hour thing. You catch it when you're fucking 40, and it's like a 4-day adventure. Am I gonna make it to the toilet? Am I gonna make it out of the bed? Am I gonna have to run across the house naked and pray to God my kids don't see me as I'm praying that I'll make it to the bathroom? I mean, shit happens, I guess, literally and figuratively. I wonder if you can see Arkham Asylum. A little bit, and I'm like, oh God, here we go. This morning too, I'm sitting there fighting this raccoon. Dude, me and this raccoon were in this fucking death match, and I'm like trying to yell out commands to my wife, and she's like holding the baby and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Go put the baby upstairs, put him with the other kids. And so our chicken coop is set up, it's a 12 foot by 12 foot, it's 4 12 foot by 12 foot like 10 gauge chain link panels, right, that are hinged together. And then the fourth one is a gate that slides open and closed, or it rolls open and closed on a center or an external axis. So it's like the whole front opens up like this. And what we had to do was we had to line all the bottom with cinder blocks. We had to put boards down, 2x6s all the way around the bottom. Well, first we wrapped the entire bottom with chicken wire. And then we put 2x6s down, and we tied the 2x6s with baling wire to the chicken coop. And then we put cinder blocks up against that. And then when we first moved into the house, there was this old, like, piece of chain link gate that was like way down in the grass, and I went and I dug that out and we put it over the top, because we'd been here almost 4 years now and we'd never had a problem with wildlife, right? Over the past like 3 months, all of a sudden we're getting hit left and right by fucking bobcats and coyotes and skunks and raccoons. Like, I honestly have never seen so much wildlife in my entire life. And growing up, my grandma had 27 cats and 5 dogs. So we put this piece over the top of the coop area, and then we just wrapped the whole thing with chicken wire and baling wire and 2x6s to seal up the frames. And it'd been a couple weeks. We hadn't had any chicken attacks. I mean, we've had about 30 ducks killed. We had about 20 chickens killed. The neighbors had all their ducks, their guineas, their chickens, and their pheasants killed. Another neighbor had her peacocks killed. Another neighbor had her little dog and her 2 cats that were both killed. And I've gotten into a fight with this raccoon before. I've gotten into a couple different fights with it before. And I have a really high-powered 22 caliber pellet gun, right? That I spent like $500 on because, you know, because of reasons. And I'm sitting here blasting shots at this thing, and it's a strong-ass fucking pellet gun. I can put a pellet through a car door. It's like 740 feet a second. It's a strong-ass pellet gun. So I've gotten into a tussle with this thing before where it's like I've got my dead chicken between my legs and I'm reloading my pellet gun, and this fucking thing runs right up to me. It attacks my leg, grabs my chicken, and I'm playing tug of war with my dead chicken with this dead raccoon, right? Okay, I just realized you can't jump in this game. Okay, yeah, you can. Oh, no, you can't. It's like a weird acrobat move. So, I go through, and I'm like up every single night for like a week straight. You know, just duking it out with these skunks and these raccoons. I end up getting sprayed right in the face by a skunk because I like side stomped it against a fence post and I crushed its sides, and it squirted me right in the face. We never saw the skunk again after that. I saw a different one that was much smaller. But after I shot it with the pellet gun, it never came back. I don't think it died, but it never came back. I shot it in the tail. But I think I scared it enough to where it was like, oh, okay, yeah, fuck this, I'm out. But these raccoons are vicious and ruthless. And I don't know if you've ever seen or dealt with raccoons, but they are fucking mean. They will kill, like, large dogs. They are no joke. They're nothing to fuck around with. They're nothing to go out and tame or, I got a new best friend. It's a rocket raccoon. No, these things will eat your fucking face off. They've attacked my kids on a couple different occasions. You know, my kids just going out to take out the garbage, and these things fucking pop up out of the garbage. It was getting to a point where finally I called Fish and Game, and I was like, look, because of the fires, and we have a lot of neighbors who have moved up from, you know, high density populated city areas that are feeding the wildlife, and it's attracting mass groupings of deer and turkey, which is also very dangerous, especially when 2 bucks are fighting out in front of your house. You know, they could do a lot of damage. To just Google men who have been kicked by a deer while hunting, and you can see how dangerous a fucking deer can be. So, back to the story with this raccoon. Around 3 o'clock this morning, I get up, my stomach is just killing me. And I was like, oh God. I'm praying to God that I'll get to where I need to handle business. and I do, thank God. While I'm in the middle of handling business, you know, I'm on the toilet for like 20 minutes or so. And as I'm done, I hop into a hot shower because at this point in time I can't use toilet paper anymore. I get out of the shower and I'm heading to bed and I hear my dogs.
I won't let you win this.
My dogs are going crazy. And I poke my head out the window and I shine the flashlight and I don't see anything.
This will bump you off for good.
So I was like, okay, maybe it's just some deer out in the front yard. I don't really care about that right now. I need to go back to sleep. And this is probably like around 3:45 in the morning. I lay back down and right around 4:45 in the morning, I hear my chickens going ape shit. And I wake up and I was like, what the hell? And I shake my wife and I was like, hey, do you hear that? And she was like, hear what? Because they were just being loud in bursts. Like, and then they would get quiet. And then, and then they would get quiet. And I was like, what the hell? So I look out the window and I shine the light out and I don't see anything. I got a big ass mag light and I'm shining it out. We're right over the chicken coop and I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. And all of a sudden I see one of them come flying out of the coop and I was like, oh shit. So I run out. I throw my boots on. I grab my pellet gun and I run out there. And this thing is trapped. So what it had done is it had actually dug a hole in the ground and then dug down about 2 feet. And that's why my dogs were barking, because that's when this thing came through the property. Was like at 3 o'clock in the morning. For about an hour and a half, this thing dug a fucking full-on, like a El Chapo style tunnel into the ground, into hard-ass dirt. Like hard-ass feels like rock dirt. Like in order for me to dig through this, I have to use a fucking digging bar and auger hard dirt. So this thing had dug this 6-inch tunnel, or 6-inch wide tunnel underneath, and then popped up the inside of my chicken coop and was slaughtering my chickens. And I was like, oh hell no. Now at this point it's trapped inside the coop. It can't get out because I dropped a couple of big ass boulders over the top of the hole, and I was like, this morning it's fucking done. I've been doing this for 2 months. It's not leaving this coop alive. So I'm sitting there and I'm shooting at this thing with my pellet gun. I'm shooting at it and shooting at it and shooting at it. Like I said, my pellet gun is fucking strong. It's a $400 pellet gun. It's strong. And I popped this thing once, boom, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And this thing is fucking chewing the pellets out of its body. Straight up eating the pellets out of its body and spitting them out like a fuck you to me. And I was like, oh my god, no way. This is just fucking mind-blowing. And it just, I'd shoot it again, boom, and it would go, and it would bite into its flesh, and it would tear like the chunk of flesh and the pellet out, and then fucking spit it out. And it was frantically trying to get out. And finally, it climbed the front of the gate, and by this time, I had dropped the pellets. I couldn't find them, and I had this headlamp on, and my hair was in my face, and the headlamp was loose, so it was sliding all over everywhere. And we have a flap of chicken wire that comes down over the gate that we have to lift up and over, and then it has a board on top of that we pull down. It's a trap that I intentionally set. That way, if it ever tried to come back out, it would get pinned at the top of the chain link and between the 2x6. And sure as shit, that thing tried to climb up through underneath the fucking 2x6 and the chain link gate, and its neck got stuck right here. So its face was tightly smashed in with the chicken wire, but it was stuck like this and it couldn't get back out. So I walked up and I had 1 pellet left, and I fucking popped it right in the stomach. Nothing. This thing was still rah, rah, and it was making this weird ass like wah sound. And then finally I just took the pellet gun and I was like, fuck it, and I just started bam, bam. I hit it like 6 or 7 times, and I split the side of its skull open. Right, and I'm like in fucking full-on combat mode at this point in time, because this thing was big. It's like this big. Like 10, 15 pounds. This thing was almost as big as my second to largest dog. Like, this thing is fucking huge. I've never seen one. Well, I had never seen one in person until we moved to this house. I'd never seen one in real life. I mean, up close anyway. I've seen them, like, their eyes off in the distance, but never, like, fucking right here in front of me. And it was so vicious and violent. Like, when I finally hit it, I knocked its head loose out of the trap, right? And it fell and it hit the ground, and it was, like, flopped there. And it was kind of like seizuring up for a second because I was smashing its head in with the pellet gun. I was just using it like a baseball bat. Bam, bam, bam. And this thing falls, and I'm yelling to my wife, "Go get the 22! Go get the 22!" I broke the pellet gun. And she was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "It doesn't fucking matter. Go get the 22!" So she goes, instead of going to the gun safe, she goes upstairs. And she's like looking around upstairs for it, which I don't know why. And I'm like fighting with her through the window, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing upstairs? It's not upstairs, it's in the gun safe with the rest of the fucking guns." And so by this time it started to wake back up. And I ran inside. I was like, "Screw this, I can't wait." The thing is waking back up. And we have a lever action 22. And I got that and some, we have not the short 22s, we got the regular 22 cartridges. And I just grabbed like 5 of those, and it's got a pin chamber where you fucking pull it out and slide it, and then you drop them in, ting, 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 and then you slide it back down and it locks into place. I don't know how many I put in there, but I just pink, pink, pink. Mind you, this thing has killed cats and dogs and all kinds of shit in this neighborhood. And I go out, I load one in, pink, and it's already woken back up, and it's on the other side of the pin. And I wanted to shoot towards that side of the pin because that's where there's a dirt hill that goes damn near straight up at that point. And I was like, all right, cool. That's what I'm going to use as my backdrop. There's going to be no ricochet because it's going to go right into the dirt. I shoot it once. Boom. It fucking turns around. It has the 22 right in its fucking ass. And it bites a chunk of its ass off and tears the 22 bullet out of its ass. And it blew my mind. I was like, holy shit. Is this fucking thing have rabies or something? I shoot it again. Bang. I shoot it again. Bang. Finally, this thing is like flying all over the inside. It's like back awake again finally. And it's like zipping back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I'm like, oh shit. Finally, it gets like this weird bit of courage, and it starts to try to climb the back of the chicken coop. And I was like, I don't want to do this. I told my wife, get fucking behind me now. I had to do this, but now the chicken coop is in between me and the house. So if I missed, it was going to be bad. But this thing, I mean, it was a target probably about that big because it was totally sprawled out up on this fence. So we're shooting at a target about that big. Probably about 3 feet long. 2.5, yeah, about 2.5 feet long to 3 feet long. Right? So I load what I found out was my last shell at that point, and I just poked the thing right through the fence, and I shine the light in its eye first to blind it, because I found out if I can blind it, it would freeze up for a second. So I took the headlamp off my head, and I shined it right in its eye, and it kind of froze up like that. And I pointed the fucking barrel right in its chest, and I pulled the fucking trigger. Boom, and immediately, because I shot it right in the fucking heart. And immediately, it just kind of locked up, and then fell backwards off the fence, and that was it. And this was like a 30-minute thing that went on this morning. And, you know, I'm sure I pissed my neighbors off, but honestly, I don't give a shit anymore. These fucking people keep feeding them, and they leave out like cat food and dog food and shit for them. And they don't understand like how dangerous these fucking animals are. They're extremely nasty. I love animals. I'm not an animal killer. I'm not like out to get vengeance. And I'm not really a hunting guy either. If I do take my kids fishing and shit like that, most of the time we throw the fish back. Like we're just not, we're not even like a big meat eater family. And I've always been an animal person my entire life. I was that weird kid that had all the rats and the hamsters and the fish and, you know, a cat and a little fucking dog, and I was that kid. You know, the weird kid that always smelled like pine shavings and like light hints of pee. It's because my rats and shit were always pissing on me as a kid. But this thing has like made it a point isn't even eating what it kills, because I put a message in my HOA. I was like, hey, look, we've tried the traps. They're too smart. They trip the traps and then eat the food. We've tried to poison them. They don't touch the poison food. They can smell the poison. We tried the what's it called, the air conditioning fluid. What's that shit? God, I'm still kind of groggy in the head right now. Oh my god, I bought a jug of it. Oh my god, I can't remember what it was, but we tried that, the coolant. We've tried like poison peanut butter, and it just, none of this shit worked. None of it worked. And I brought my shepherd out there with me this morning because I was thinking, okay, you know, my shepherd, she's going to be a big help. Fuck no. As soon as the very first time I fired the pellet gun, she was like, she took off. I was like, oh my god, dude, she is not going to do good in a home defense situation. I think I freaked her out more than anything because I was fucking screaming, and I think that scared her.
And down.
Belfry here. Happy to report we're now fully operational. Before you head back, though...
You got something, Belfry?
The hard drive from Langstrom's lab requires a...
It was just a wild situation.
That sounds like it's in his
this
mind.
morning. But this dude, this fucking raccoon, it wasn't even eating the chickens. It was killing. It was killing all of my chickens, and then just leaving them dead. That's it. It would maybe eat one of them, but it would slaughter all of my chickens. It's already killed like 20 of them. I got into so many arguments with my neighbors because my neighbors were like, I straight up called Fish and Game, and Fish and Game told me, go ahead, kill him. Kill him. As long as you're not hunting turkey or deer out of season and without a license, and you're not shooting at bears or mountain lions, we don't care. If you have to, kill it. And I was like, you know, this thing has been tearing off screens to my house, like on my windows. It's tried opening my fucking the doors to my home.
No need to fight.
Damn it. Dude.
I'm almost in.
Is there another one of these guys? I kind of want to go around and get some XP and see.
cool costume.
That's really Nightwing.
Did you want like an autograph or something?
Good luck.
What? What?
Got a jet.
Better jet. I want to know what this purple thing is. Why does this... What?
Hope you know what you're doing, Nightwing.
Okay, that's going to be kind of irritating.
Hope you know what you're doing, Nightwing.
A lot of these people have the same exact face. Like even the men and the women have the same exact face. It's like a whole bunch of... See, look how similar their faces are. It's like they just made like a couple of slight tweaks to the face and then put long hair on one. Okay, so this is what fucked me up on PC, is when I finally made it over to this part. What the hell? No, we need to get out of here. Shit. Okay, I'm not trapped in here. Alright. So, I think I might have to restart my PC account back over because... Okay, we're just gonna go straight up and over. I'm not doing this right now. Okay, I don't... that jump is really uncomfortable. Can you glide at all? If you can't glide, that's gonna be... Because you can even glide with Nightcrawler in the other game, or Nightwing in the other games.
Busy night for the GCPD. Makes sneaking into the station a little easier, at least.
Okay. Remain undetected. Okay, yeah, see, the door won't open for me. Right there. I go up to it, it's like frozen or something right there, so I am gonna have to restart. I died out front fighting like 8 cops.
Guess I can't just ask the front desk where they're keeping Langstrom's body.
The morgue's on the far side of the bullpen. Make sure the cops don't see you sneaking around.
There's gotta be a sneakier way in.
Goddamn freaks. That's my daughter's school.
We got a few in lockup. One caller in interrogation.
I'd pay $100 for 5 minutes alone in there.
Did anyone claim that John Doe body? Buff guy, wild outfit.
Nope.
Damn. Work's pretty packed with that scientist now.
Turned your body cam off right in front of Montoya?
Is that bad?
She was... Eat the student body! Barbecue the rich! Make it spicy!
Shut up in there, you freaking nut job!
Freaking nut job!
I swear, cross my ticker. I grew an ear on my shoulder.
Shut up or I'm coming in!
It fell off, and then I ate it.
Keep that crap to yourself, weirdo.
You still got Betsy? I need that. The piggies cook everything! I ain't got no crust left! Oh, man.
Shut it, you weirdos!
Sneaky in the dark. I see things you don't even know. So here we are again. We'll catch me with more gasoline. Burn it. Don't waste it.
What happened to Selena Kyle? Where is she?
No Gordon, no Batman. No need for a bat signal. I heard Selena got busted during her last heist. Wonder how many lives Catwoman has left. This belonged to Ra's al Ghul. Wonder where the rest of them got to. Nope. The morgue's somewhere on the other side of this bullpen.
Now would be a particularly bad time to be spotted.
Will you stop giving me shit? Bad enough, I'm writing it again. Things got me under recycling. I need to keep my nose clean for a while. She's definitely overreacting. I barely hit that kid. Not my fault he tripped and hit the curb. Yeah, goddamn parents want to sue the city. Good thing he's got priors. The lawyers will use that. No, but I have a feeling you're going to tell me anyway, so get on with it.
They sure released the Langstrom scene quick.
The freak showed up. Kind of took the attention away. Plus, you know, it was clearly an accident.
An accident? Have you seen the pictures?
We close cases here. You want to play detective, Rook? You're in the wrong city.
GCPD's finest, everybody. Ugh.
Where's the fourth one? Where's Nightwings? There it is.
Hey, who's there?
Nothing here?
Good. Someone there?
Fuck!
Give yourself Damn it! That's up. Got a shot.
Oh, you're in for it now. God damn.
Missed my shot!
Taking a shot. Keep him off balance. They're moving too fast.
Motherfucker.
Couldn't line him up.
Damn it! Show!
Opening fire!
Fire again. Let's go. Get clear.
Stand clear!
Opening fire.
Get down! Firing rounds!
Got a shot.
Watch it! Don't block my shot!
Taking a shot.
Here we go! My shot's left.
We're gonna go get those files.
Hell of a file on me. I'm almost flattered. Some of this early stuff on Robin is about me. Weird to think about. Batgirl. They clearly have no idea who she is. Red Hood's file. They make him sound so scary. Figures it's locked. Guessing a higher clearance.
Someone must have a key.
There you are. Did someone knock out the forensics team?
Be careful.
Whew, not dead. Belfry, Talia al Ghul is here.
Copy. Be careful.
You know you can't beat me. My beloved has trained you well.
Pretty sure he told you to stay out of Gotham.
Dead men's wishes don't concern me. Besides, I'm here to clean up my father's mess. Which in this case is the demon himself.
You're just burning him? Might be hard to bring Raish back if he's Ash, Talia. Even a Lazarus pit has some limits. Wait. Why was he after Bruce? Ninjas.
Something tells me Raish isn't coming back this time. Langstrom. Hopefully the ME found something.
You're looking for a bio-decryption key. So a device, I guess, powered by genetic material.
Is this for playing a game online? Imagine being allergic to something as delicious as seafood. It's amazing you can read oxygen through a finger. For measuring glucose in the blood, did Langstrom have diabetes? I won't make a joke about needing a tissue. Blood would definitely be handy for biodecryption. He hid the data in a glucose meter that reads his blood. Ah, Belfry. GCPD just figured out Talia's been here. I need a way out.
Way ahead of you. They're coming in heavy, so be careful. Wait. Batman never told me he had access to the GCPD systems. Now I guess I do too? And now, for my next trick...
Ooh, you're good. I'm sneaking out of here.
Entrance is secure.
Spread out! We'll find the perp!
Keep going! They gotta be here somewhere! That's something I need to do. Got a 20 on Nightwing.
Belfry, all clear to exit the station. Thanks for the assist.
Happy to help. Can't wait to see what you found.
Whew!
Hey, Belfry, the GCPD found me.
Ah, do be careful, sir. It really wouldn't do to chip the paint on the bat cycle this quickly.
No, we don't want that.
All right. Okay, lab notes, formulas, financial records, research into hearing loss, human experimentation and trials?
That looks like cash payouts to volunteers.
I recognize some of these jerks. They're all known gang members.
So Langstrom was doing medical experiments on criminals.
You're crowding me.
Miss Gordon. The hollow imaging system is back online as of this morning.
Perfect timing, Alfred.
Hey, I forgot how sweet your setup was, Babs.
It's ancient, but it'll do for now.
You and Master Bruce are the only two people in the entire world who would consider the Belfry systems ancient.
While researching Langstrom, I also called up all we've got on... our party crasher.
Talia al Ghul.
She was a match for Master Bruce in more ways than one.
Her presence in Gotham is concerning.
So's the fact that she torched her old man's body. We sure that was Ra's al Ghul?
His DNA was all over the weapon she left behind.
I wonder why she didn't take a chance and use the Lazarus pit to revive him.
Well, Batman would just find Talia and ask her himself.
Good thinking.
Yeah, I can double-check Talia's kunai for trace materials that we can track.
We should also hit the streets. Find out if anyone had any beef with Langstrom.
Sweet. Time to bust some skulls. There's new info on the board.
I can't get over what Talia did to her father's body back there.
Good riddance. Going in a Lazarus pit once is hell. Who knows what 1,000 Dunk would have done to him.
So you think it really was a show of mercy?
Oh, she was putting on a show, all right. But I doubt it was mercy.
Seems like Dr. Langstrom was a...
Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, expecting Bruce to call me for help. And then I remember. I thought it might have been one of you calling just now. I was worried. Old habits, I suppose.
That's why I thought going to Bloodhaven alone would be easier. But it wasn't. I won't be like him, Alfred. Bruce left some big shoes to fill. But I'm gonna do things my way.
And I'll be here to support you. Gotham is in good hands.
Heard Montoya stuck it to Commissioner Kane back at the police station.
Yeah, why do you think Dad liked her so much?
Because she was fiercely loyal to him.
No, because she wasn't afraid to call people on their shit, including him.
chaos erupted at Gotham University after a local gang known as the Freaks vandalized and set fire to multiple buildings. Police made numerous arrests after the blaze tore through the campus library, built more than 150 years ago.
Okay, I think I'm going to end this here, you guys. I got a Halloween party to go to, and I need to get some food in my stomach. Hopefully, yeah. I will be back on tonight. I'm going to download Call of Duty while I'm gone. We will be playing some Call of Duty tonight, and until then, you guys have an awesome night, and if I don't see you between now and then, have a safe and happy Halloween. Peace.